that what you hear out there is not who we are. If what you hear out there, the negative things that you hear, if that was who we are, you would not find us in the thing today. In Uganda, we are putting up a massive production facility, and actually the Greenwood project in Uganda is now under the China-Africa cooperation projects. It's a massive project. And in 2026, next year, we are going to have a big agriculture event in Africa, which is going to be hosted by Greenwood International Group. And this will also coincide. It will coincide with the official opening of our Uganda production facility, which is going to start production with 240,000 metric tons of the organic fertilizer that we are going to be producing in Uganda. So now I have talked about 6 production facilities. That's why in my introduction remarks I said there's no difference between us and Unilever, Coca-Cola, Apple, Samsung. We are huge. We're just humble. So we are also in partnership with agriculture farmers globally, like from Canada. We import large quantities of blueberries because we have a blueberry production line which produces blueberry health and wellness products, blueberry pharmaceutical products, blueberry skincare products, among others. But the farm you see there is owned by Greenwood. It's a Greenwood blueberry farm in Nanjing of China. If you go to China in Nanjing this year, especially in October, you're going to have an opportunity to visit our blueberry farm because we have a blueberry festival in China. And on the 9th of October, on the 9th of August, next weekend, we have the Blueberry Festival in Canada, and also visits at the farms in Canada, some of them where we import blueberries from. Because of their quality, they meet the international standard of the production of high quality pharmaceutical and organic products. We are also in partnership with high-level research institutions. Of course, Cornell University is one of the top 20 universities in the world, and also our founder, Professor Lee, studied from Cornell University, and we have a good working relationship with Cornell. We are also in partnership with the Nanjing Agriculture University. That's just a signing ceremony which was done in January of this year. We are also in partnership with the oldest Blueberry and Cranberry Research Center. It's called the Philip E. Marushi Center for Blueberry and Cranberry Research, and it was established in 1918. And most blueberry farmers that are here, the white community were dominating that industry, I know. They know this place. It was established in 107 years old. And they've been involved a lot in contributing in blueberry farming, good farming practices, and so on. We are certified globally. We have the Good Manufacturing Practice certification. It's a key certification for manufacturing companies, especially those that are big and global. We have in America the Food and Administration certification, the FDA license that you see there. We also have many other certifications that we secure when you enter different countries. And Professor Deming Lee is the founder and president of the group. Put your hands together. How many people are here for the first time who said, I want to work with the company so big. I want to be a part of this organization. Put your hands high. Clap hands for these wonderful, smart people. You are smart. Because you know a smart person. You get to Apple Production Center. They tour you inside. Before they talk to you in the boardroom about you working for them, they ask you, you want to work for us? You want to work with us? Smart. Before you talk about the money, before you sit in the boardroom, you say what? Yes. So, as you attend more of our meetings, I'm going to tour you inside through the presentations of our company so that you understand why we are in partnership with it, despite the negative things we might say or we are in, because we know the status, the magnitude of the manufacturing company that we are working on. We also understand the psychology of money, the mechanics of money. If you want to make money, don't partner with broke people. You are going to be broke. Make sure that your partner is powerful enough, yes, for your dream. So Professor Lee, well educated with a microbiology doctorate from Cornell, a member of the North America Blueberry Association. Professor Lee also worked for the Michigan Research Institute in the United States of America, and also Professor Lee served as vice chair of the Tianjin Healthcare Association, among many other things. This lady that you see on the screen is an academic. She's a fundi. You are looking at a high-level scientist on the screen. And also, if you do a research on Cornell University, an institution, you will see that it is highly respected for having produced some of the smartest students who have gone out in the world to do a lot of science and research work. And among them is Professor Daniel Lee, the founder, president, and senior scientist of Greenwood Group. We have a proper organizational structure, and some of the regional presidents, they sit on the board of Greenwood Group. We have a board of directors, we have a proper structures within our business. Any country that you see where we do not have proper structures, there are some prohibitive factors in that country, not about our organization. We have over 70 branches and we are fast moving towards the 100 country mark. We see rapid growth currently in Latin America and in Africa region. Over the last 2 years, we set up several branches across the French-speaking countries. And also, we in Africa established a branch in Liberia in January, a branch in Sierra Leone. We are almost 98% complete in setting up a branch in Mauritius. We are going to set up a branch in Equatorial Guinea in the month of August. We set up a branch this month in South Sudan. We are going to set up a branch starting with our organic fertilizer in Ethiopia before the end of this year. And we look forward by June 2026, we are going to have a branch in all the African countries, including those islands that are connected to the African continent, to give you the opportunity to just have a passport. And listen. If you belong to those two guys here, it will give you an opportunity to have your passport and your traveling bag and travel one country to another, establishing your regional distribution business and earn money from the comfort of your home. That's what I do. So, I don't like talking, though I talk a lot, but I don't like talking because I like to demonstrate by doing so that people can analyze what I'm doing and they copy by observation. So as I travel and you see me, you will then just copy and have a passport, valid passport, no criminal record, and your suitcase. You build. Cape to Cairo, Cape to Gibraltar in Morocco. We are going to establish a branch in Morocco by 2026. This whole Horn of Africa, this whole thing belongs to you. Yes. And you are not going to be limited to that continent. In America, like Canada, USA is now one with Africa. You can build your business up to the Americas and earn money from Resende. We will soon, very soon, establish the United Kingdom branch, connecting it to the Africa market, so that you can build your business up to there. We will, this year, by latest next year, we are also we're in the process of linking the Eurasia market. By Eurasia, I'm talking about the Europe-Asia market, countries in like Russia, Ukraine, Moldova, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, that whole market there. So that if you want to build the business, you can just buy the globe and you tap it and you go anywhere. But you earn money while you are here from having customers, retailers, builders, and leaders that I showed you here. That's what we do. In January, we established a new branch in Spain, in Europe. This is because the rapid growth in Latin America spilled into the Europe region. If you are not careful, it will spill from Spain into Morocco because of the relationship between Spain and Morocco. We are a product-based company. We are like Apple. We are like Samsung. We are like Unilever. We don't sell air. We sell physical, tangible products. But our products are not mere products. They are backed by high-level scientific research. So we today have more than 330 different types of products. And they fall in different categories. We have the health and wellness products that are based on the concept of traditional Chinese medicine philosophy. You can go and ask Google. Traditional Chinese medicine is highly respected globally because there has been continuous research and continuous documentation and preservation of culture for over 5,000 years. Today you can find medical books 2,500 years ago that are still being used in the medical system in China. Our books that were compiled 1,500 years ago that are still being used in the medical system. I'm saying before Jesus Christ came, in China there were already books that were being used in China for healing people. Ginseng, cordyceps, ganoderma were already being used and recorded in those medical books. Spirulina and all these things were already recorded, and people were being treated using those things. But they managed to preserve and keep continuous research and development, and technology brings us to a stage where we can encapsulate the product. We can make a cup from rice, mpunga, and then we can put the spirulina inside the rice capsule. And then we can bring it to a person who is anemic, or who is, doctors are saying, need blood transfusion. And we give them spirulina and they recover. Because of high-level science, you can go to China, you see high-level equipment in our production facilities and research facilities from China, Germany, from Taiwan, Singapore. Actually, we are also in partnership with Alibaba. You know, our system that pays out money, our system covers everything. We have the control center run by Alibaba in Singapore. We are not as small as what people are thinking. So, our product line, because this is now the mother of where the money comes from. Without this, everything becomes a scam. So we have these health and wellness products that are good for prevention and that are good for managing health. You know, 20 years ago, I was young. I was 24, 25 years of age. In the meetings I was hyper, I would tell people that you will see 20, 30 years from now, the demand for what I'm talking about now is going to be higher than what you are saying. I would tell people that 20 years from now, even the road runners, the chicken from the raw area in Zimbabwe, will have a market in Dubai. And today, that is what is happening. The road runner from Zimbabwe is on the Emirates flight right now to be sold in Dubai. So, this industry is huge, the health and wellness industry. And now for our side, it becomes more powerful because of the organic nature of our products. Everyone now wants something that is natural and organic. True. We also now are into research and development of agriculture products. Hence, we have the organic fertilizer. And this product has been on the market for the past 10 years. We are going to launch another one, a granular fertilizer soon, called the Trichoderma hazianum fertilizer. And after that, we are going to launch another product. And also, we are going to launch some organic pesticides and other products in the near future. Outside of this, we also have personal care, beauty and skin care, winery and beverage products. Actually, if you're a pastor, I'm sorry. Actually, 2 months ago, we launched the beer, the craft beer, like blueberry craft beer, cranberry craft beer. We launched about 6 types of beers. So when you go to China in October, don't be surprised to see beer at our banquet. But if you don't drink, you're not going to be forced, you know. You're going to see some blueberry beer there, some craft beer, nice beer there. And also, when you arrive, those that are going to China in your hotel room, you're also going to see some blueberry juice and everything to welcome you. And this October, it will be more because of the festival that's going to be there in China. And we're also now manufacturing some functional foods targeting the young generation, because young people, it's not easy to convince them to take herbal teas, to live healthy. They like these fast foods and so on, but you can give them healthy foods, foods that come in food form, but they have health benefits. And when you look at, that's the Trichoderma hazianum grain fertilizer coming soon, and this organic fertilizer is already on the market. How many people are into farming, or you're an agro dealer? Raise your hand. Or you are planning to get into agriculture? Raise your hand high. Clap hands for these people. You are here. You are here because of their contribution. Without food, you can't be here. So, we are actually in Zimbabwe. We are going to drive as much as possible the issue concerning or around agriculture until all our distributors somehow are into agriculture. So in our next big meeting, if possible, we can invite representatives from Ministry of Agriculture so they talk to the people how to get land for agriculture in Zimbabwe from 1 hectare and above. And those that are interested can get land from government. Government is doing a lot to promote agriculture because it's critical to economic development. I'm not a politician, but I'm telling you what matters. So, our NutriPlant Organic Plus fertilizer is a powerful product on the continent. If someone has a liquid fertilizer that they think is better than ours or equal, I think they can bring it so that we can do a competition. We just do a competition. We divide if it's a farming piece of land with 50 lines of maize or sugarcane or cotton, whatever, or sunflower. We can divide 25 lines for you, 25 lines for us. You spray yours on the side, you will spray ours on this side. And then we see at harvest time the difference. This is no doubt the #1 liquid fertilizer of the market. Why do we say so? It contains all the non-air and non-water macro and micronutrients. Because in agriculture, you need carbon, you need hydrogen, you need air. These you get from the water, from the air. But then there are other macronutrients that you need for plants. There are about 16 to 20 of them. You can do away with some micro, but there are about 16 to 20. But nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, sulfur, magnesium, you need. And then you have micronutrients like boron, molybdenum, zinc, iron that are also critical. Farmers can agree with me. So if you're a farmer and I'm saying sense, you clap hands, right? Yeah. So now, we have data analysis reports that show what is contained in this fertilizer. So, you know, because I'm a person interested in research work. So I don't just, even when I really decided I wanted to sell this fertilizer, I did not just start by telling people about the fertilizer. No. I took the fertilizer to reputable laboratories and I would ask the office, did they ask for corruption money? Where they asked for corruption money, I don't want that paper. I don't want it because it's a lie. This one was done by Nivirotech under my supervision. Nivirotech is a top laboratory in South Africa, and it gives you a detailed report of all the nutrients that are contained in our organic fertilizer. So at our head office there, we are going to frame this because it's zero corruption paper. This one was done by KUTSAG, formerly known as Tobacco Research Board in Zimbabwe. And they categorically specified that they don't do a detailed one like the Nivirotech one because they don't have some equipment to test some micronutrients. And that's why you see the number of nutrients here is about 12 or 13. And we are also now in the process of a 3-year trial by the Zimbabwe Sugarcane Association in Chiredzi. They've started a 3-year trial, which they started in end of July, and they're going to run it for 3 years. So they are doing laboratory tests and they are doing field tests. So when you go there in the near future, you are going to see big banners written, the Greenwald Group, NutriPlant Organic Plus Fertilizer, Experiment Extension in trials there in Chiredzi. So in the future, once we have those, these reports are the lab results that justify what we are saying. And the field, congratulations, then after what we did, then in South Africa, we secured the certification for the fertilizer, but we don't have just the South Africa certification. We have the Zimbabwe, Zambia, and many other countries. This is what is happening on the field. Look at these cabbages, weighing 7 kg, 6 kgs. Normally, this seed of the Fabiola will give you 2.5 to 4.5 kgs. But look at the weight of cabbages. And also look at the quality. Even people that don't like cabbages, at least you feel hungry now after looking at this picture. And also this gem tomato here, normally one tomato will weigh maximum 90 grams, but those were weighing up to 165 grams. I was talking to one farmer in Eswatini who used our fertilizer. He said that on his beans project, he got 1.5 times what he used to get per hectare. So if he was getting 1,000, it means he get 1,500. So which means in terms of the money he was making, he started making money much more than what he was making before. Also, on his tomatoes, the supermarkets like Spar, Pick n Pay that buy from them, they told him that after ordering his tomatoes and tomatoes from other farmers, the shelf life of his tomatoes is longer than others. And yet also customers are saying the taste of the tomatoes are organic and natural. This organic fertilizer boosts the yield for the farmer. The manufacturer, you know, when you're a scientist, you want to be conservative in what you put to the people. So Greenwood says 30 to 40% increase in yield. But what we are experiencing on the fields is 50% to 300% increase in yields because of this organic fertilizer. And you can see the chili there. I had asked them to count. They said, until they said, no, we have lost the count, we have stopped counting. Just know, this thing is good. If people want to buy, they must just buy. And you also look at this 15-hectare project of cucumber. This project, they applied the organic fertilizer. You can see those plants were dying. They were planted in October of last year. Rains did not come on time. So then they sprayed the organic fertilizer. That's why you see these plants are coming back to life after the Greenwood fertilizer. From this to this. And if I had more farmers, they would clap hands for these now. And then at harvest time, they were getting about 70 tons to 85 tons per 1 hectare block. This is a 70-hectare potato project in Zimbabwe. This is the time they spent. And 2 weeks later, look at how bushy the potatoes are. I'm showing you the money, where your money is going to come from. You need a product that cannot be disputed. This maize, you can see that akazika picture kakangonzi icho chine miguri yakawanda mina nai tora no. You can see that each and every plant here has about 2 or 3 or 4 maize cobs per plant. So some farmers at the beginning were saying, no, today it depends with the seed. Okay, don't change the seed and use our fertilizer. And this is the result. And you can also see 1 month before this farmer harvested his watermelons, they were already weighing around 9 kgs. So by the time he harvested, it was amazing. A small scale farmer here, spinach, was showing the transformation within 1 week. And also this tobacco farmer from Chinoi, this guy was sharing on our Zoom meeting, and he said that he got more money this year than what he was getting before, because you sell it in kgs and also the quality of your tobacco. Even if you don't smoke, but you can tell that this tobacco looks great, right? Yeah. Yeah. And so many stories I can share around our fertilizer, but it boosts the yield for the farmer. It extends the fruiting time of the plants. The organic fertilizer also helps plants to be drought and infertility resistant. The organic fertilizer also helps with early maturity. The organic fertilizer also helps to control flower abortion. The organic fertilizer also works for all different types of plants. And it's well formulated